Hi. All right. Welcome, welcome. Nice to see everyone. So, as you're entering the room, I'm so excited. Hi, 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 hi. You're all saying hi. Tell me where you're from. Introduce yourselves if you feel comfortable. Hang out in the background, quietly observing, waiting in the wings. If that's more your style, that's fine too. I'm so glad to be with you all again. I'm just going to wait a minute while we all come into the room. Yay, yay, hooray. I cannot tell you how excited I am for this, you guys. It's going to be such a great experience. All right, Arkansas. Oh, welcome. I'm glad this is your first time. I hope that you enjoy it. I'll do a little preamble and I'll set you up with some rubrics for what to expect, and then we'll go into it. Las Vegas, very nice. Is it hot there? I bet it's hot. New Zealand. I've got connections in New Zealand. You're my peeps. You're my peeps. Hey, do you guys know each other? Alana and Jennifer. Virginia's here. Montana's here. This is awesome. And look, the hearts are streaming in. Love it. You guys. All right. I'll wait another minute. Really and truly, I feel so incredibly happy to be in this space with you. Norway, I've got peeps in Norway. I do a lot of work internationally, and I have some really dear friends in Norway. Oh, other lives, yes, gotcha. I know what you mean. 105, oh boy. Sylvie, many blessings to you. Today, so I'm in the Boston area. My name is Laura West, as you may know. And for those of you who know me, welcome back. And for those of you who are new, welcome for the first time. So you are with me in Cambridge, actually, in my holistic healing office. I just had a lovely day with my clients, and now I am here with you. I am an energy medicine practitioner. I am a spiritual medicine practitioner, and I am an herbal medicine practitioner. What does that mean? I practice Reiki, I teach classes, and I see clients. I'm trained in 3 lineages. I work with herbalism. Most succinctly, I work with essential oils, so that's the herbalism. And I also am a psychic and a medium and a channel for the divine. And that's what you're doing with me right now here today. You are here for the Council of Light channeled message. The Council of Light are a crew of light beings, divine source entity, who have been coming through my voice box since about 2010. They spontaneously started coming through me. One Sunday morning, I was brewing myself some coffee, and this was way back in the day when you had handheld voice recorders, not the devices we all have now, pre-technology that we have now. And I said to my partner, I think I need to go and speak into my voice recorder. I think there's some stuff that wants to come through me. I was already psychically brewing and developing skills and all that. And so I had a sense that stuff was popping off. And lo and behold, I went in, I closed my eyes, I went into a trance. They spoke for 30 minutes. I listened back to the recording and I went, oh my God, okay, here we go. Here's a new energy entity in my life. And it's this group, and they've been talking through me ever since. They come through client sessions, and then also I've opened up their channeled messages to the world as a thank you and a way of being in gratitude for this amazing experience that I get to call my life here in this arena, doing this work with all of my clients and all the people who have come through over the last 16 or so years. I didn't design this, you guys. My life found me, and it's just remarkable, and I am in awe. Oh, Ashland is here. Cool. All right. You're close by. So here's how this is going to work. I am going to close my eyes, and I'm going to let the Council of Light start coming through. They're going to speak directly to you. I am not going into a trance. So 16 years ago, when they first started coming through me, I had to be asleep to let them come through because my psychic muscles had not developed enough yet. I wasn't as robustly in the zone of alignment like I am now. I can channel them talking to you in the grocery store. I can channel them when I'm out at dinner. I can channel them in between conversations, like on the fly. There's streaming consciousness in my life now. And more often than not, I am listening to the source ticker tape run its dialogue through my mind thought forms as my living experience than I am listening to my own Laura entity source experience. It's wild how connected to source I am. But anyway, so they're going to talk to you. They're going to give you a message. I got a little sneak peek today. They sometimes share with me ahead of time some inklings, and sometimes I fly blind. But this morning they came and they were like, ooh, we're going to give some of your clients today some tips and some messages, and there's going to be a theme weaving through, and we're gonna come back and expound upon that. Great question, Catherine. I don't know how long it's going to be. They could go 5 minutes, they could go 30 minutes. It just depends on how much they want to say. But because they're here with all of you in a live audience, and because you've taken time out of your day to pause and to be here, they'll probably speak for at least 20 to 30 minutes for you. It's never been beyond like 35 or 40 minutes that I can remember. All right, settle in, get yourselves cozy. You might want to be under a blanket. You might want to put on headphones to be free from distraction. You might want to turn off the lights in your room. You might want to lie down, whatever makes you feel most comfortable and in the space of being able to listen to what they're talking about and what they're saying, okay? And then at the end, on the flip side, I'm going to come back and I will open my eyes and we'll chat, okay? Oh, I have connections in Sharon too. Nice job. See, international business. I know you all. We're all spiritual buddies. Okay, here we go. Closing my eyes. Greetings to you all, you bright, blessed beings there on that earth plane. We are the Council of Light, and we are here to say once again, we are thrilled to be with you in this live audience. It has been a very long time since we've come to you live. Laura has pre-recorded many of her messages over the past year for reasons specific and private, but that meant that we were not able to dialogue with you in such a public forum. And this is our first time coming to see you, and we have the trumpets out, we have the flags out, we have the marching band out. We are hip hip hooraying and rah rah rahing for all of you in this public way. We are the Council of Light. We come from Source, and we shine down upon you ever so bright all the time to give you wisdom and guidance and feedback and knowledge and tidbits and grace, and sometimes some energy tweaking as we talk to you, and we share our knowledge with you freely. We come from a place in Source. We are not the Source, the ultimate all, the ultimate nothing, the ultimate emptiness, the ultimate light, the ultimate beyond the beyond, but we come from that. We are tasked by that to support you as humans as you move through your continuums of your lives, and you move through your growth processes and your learnings, your stumblings, and your pauses as well in that thing that you call life. And we often share understandings with you and tidbits with you about how to navigate that thing that you call life, so that you can move ever more cleanly, ever more smoothly, ever more prosperously, ever more openly through that thing that you call life with ease and grace and happiness and joy. For you know, deep in your soul, that your authentic source beingness for yourselves is one of ease and grace and joy and positivity and happiness and kindness and love, spontaneity, happiness, peacefulness, equanimity. All of those things are your natural source. Before you came and you incarnated into this lifetime, in this body with this human personality, in this physical touchable form, you were vibrational source, and you were happy. And you said, I've got some work to do. And you looked at your soul group and you said, who wants to join me on the next journey go round? And folks said, me, I'll come. Some of them said, I'll come and be a supporter in a kind way. Some of them said, I'll come and I'll hold up the mirror to you so you can work on your stuff of your life. Those are the people that get under your skin. Those are the experiences that make you feel like you have sandpaper in your life. Those are the people or the experiences that make you feel like there's stress and strife and sorrow and hardship. They actually are to be thanked, because they promised you they would help you. And when you learn from them, when you learn from the strife and the hardship and the sorrow and the grievance and the trauma, you move forward at a lightning fast speed on your continuums, and you become even more clear, even more crystallized, even more understanding of your boundaries, of your yeses and your nos, and you grow, and you grow, and you grow, and you grow. But what we want to talk to you today about actually is your vibrational container, because you all have one, and it's fluctuating all the time. And within the fluctuations, it actually expands and it grows bigger and gets wider and larger and beyond the beyond every once in a while. Some of you might know this as a Kundalini rising. Some of you might know this as an existential crisis. Some of you might know this as an awakening. Some of you might know this as a come to Jesus moment. You all understand what we're talking about, those pow experiences or chapters of your lives, or those moments, marks in time, where you pause because something massive is shifting in your life, and then you come out of it on the other side, whatever it is, happy, positive, negative, joyful, sorrowful, whatever, but really big, cataclysmic shift. And you come out of it on the other side and you go, oh my God, my life has changed. I see the world differently now. The scripts have been rewritten. The paradigm that I was in before is no longer the paradigm. What do I do? The framework is different. Where are the walls of my container? Where's the energetic boundary? I need to just sit in this for a while and get used to this. I need to rest and get comfortable. Let me get my bearings. Let me get my groundings. Let me figure out where the parameters are in this new space of relating to the world in an energetic frequency. And then I can start to do my work. And then I can start to play. And then I can start to move forward. And then I can start to be authentic in this place of new orientation. And so many of you have gone through those experiences in your lives, and yet you haven't recognized that that's what's been happening. You've up-leveled. You've gone to the next container space. You've shifted your paradigms. You've shifted your frequency. You've become more harmonized. You've become more centered. You've become more clear in what you will tolerate. You've become more open in your loving kindness to the world writ large, right? You know your experiences. You know what they are for you, those touchstones. And we want to bring this to your awareness because you're going to go through this a lot, over and over and over in your lives. Because on your continuums, you're all moving in these different capacities at these different rates of fluidity. Sometimes you're going really fast. Sometimes you're going really slow. Sometimes you're moving just a few paces. Sometimes you're running very, very quickly towards the end, and then, oop, you stop just before you get there. Some of you are moving up ladders, and you're climbing rungs. And when you get to the next rung, it's the next plateau of your life, and you need to reorient yourself. And you need to figure out, where are the boundaries? Where's the structure? What's the frequency? Who else is vibing here? Oh, I know you, and I know you, and I wanted to know you. I'm glad you're here. Let's hang out. Let's chill. Let's be in relationship. Those are the new people that come into your lives. They're either your friends or your colleagues, coworkers. Maybe they're people that are in the media and you're influenced suddenly by the books they've written or the podcasts they host or the themes they discuss in their social media, and you're drawn to their messaging and you're drawn to their wording. You have entered their arena and you're in their slipstream, and you're navigating the world through the imprint, the energetic functionality that they are sharing freely. Now, they wouldn't call it that. We call it that. They would just say, I'm just sharing my message with the world and people are receiving it. Or your colleagues wouldn't say, I'm up-leveled and you've just entered my arena. No, your colleagues would just say, I'm really good at my job. I know how to function. I do it well. And I'm happy to be in relationship with you too. Welcome aboard, new colleague. So in those ways, you make connection with people. And in those ways, you start to begin to realign or to harmonize into new spaces and into new frequencies in your lives. And you start to grow. Growth is automatic. Growth happens whether you want it to or not. And when you are feeling stuck, when you are feeling stagnant, when you are feeling stale, when you are feeling like you are not making your progress the way you want to make it, it's one of two things. You either have a limiting, fear-based, subconscious lack mindset, and you won't let yourself move forward because your subconscious soul self is afraid to take the big leap, the great jump into that next station of vibration of your life. Or you have some external forces that are preventing you from moving forward, and you have to hold still, you have to hold tight, you have to keep yourself protected and connected and safe, and it's not the right time to move forward. But for the most part, most of the time, you're growing. You're moving along your continuums, you're climbing the rungs of your ladders, and you're vibing in new harmonious energy, turning over and turning over and turning over. The time frame of it doesn't have to be any specific orientation. You all do it at different rates. Some of you are like bunnies hopping down the path. Some of you are like eagles zooming through your lives. Some of you prefer slow, meandering walks, like a tortoise, looking at every detail up along the ground. The pacing structure is not important. You all have your own pace at which you go. But we want to remind you that the continuous movement forward in your lives is always constant. And so, with that, we want to do some energetic frequency vibration purification with you right now. This is a twofold message today. We've just given you a download of technical, rubriced, thought form, mental information, and now we want to open your energy fields like motherboards on the backs of computers, and we want to do some tweaking and some cleaning. So if you would please indulge us, take a nice deep breath into the center of your being and hold it. Exhale completely. Take another nice deep inhale to the center of your being and hold it. Exhale completely. Begin to notice now, as you go back to your regular breathing with your eyes closed, that we are in your vibrational frequency. You know you have a vibrational imprint around you. It's like a magnet. People come and they're attracted into it, and you have energy connections and cords that form from it. You also have debris and gunk and dirt that gets stuck to it. Maybe it's a disgruntled argument with somebody that you love, and the gunk of that argument is stuck in your energy field. Maybe it's something that you saw through a news outlet that disturbed you visually, or you heard a story about the way the world is operating and it didn't sit right with you. That's gunked in your energy field. So we now are going to come through and we're going to start cleaning you. We're going to start removing that debris, those little burrs, those little stuck on sticky points that are keeping you from being able to be completely cleaned and crystalline on the outside. And we're just going to begin to pick things out and comb through you and remove things. You can rest your hands on your heart and your solar plexus. You can rest with your hands open on your lap if you're sitting up, or you can rest with your hands open next to you on your sides if you're lying down. And just notice as you become cleansed, as you become sparkly and effervescent and brighter as we comb through your energy field. Almost like a vacuum or a car cleaning service or a detailing service, or like those little fish that sometimes people pay money to put their feet in the tank of the water and the fish clean their feet. That's what we're doing to you. Consider it a soothing bonus to today's energetic information that you are receiving. And now that we are coming to a close with that, we want you to return to a deep inhalation of your breath. Inhale deeply to the center of your being and hold it. Exhale completely. Inhale deeply to the center of your being and hold it. Exhale completely. For those of you who are energetically sensitive, for those of you who are tuned into the frequencies of your vibrational harmonies, you're going to notice the shift that you have just taken. You are going to notice that you are lighter, you are more crystalline, you are bubblier. You might even feel slightly like you're vibrating or floating. It's all a manifestation of the cleansing that we just did to help support you. Now, from this place, we're going to invite you to rewrite some pathways of vibrational frequency. We're going to invite you to start to cultivate a yes vibration. Yes, you deserve joy. Yes, you deserve harmony. Yes, you deserve peace. Yes, you deserve loving kindness. Yes, you deserve happiness. Yes, you deserve the purest, most light, divine frequency at all times. Yes, you can have that. Yes, you can expect that. Yes, you deserve that. Yes, you can work on that. Yes, you can be that. Always, always, always. That is your divine right. a joy-filled, authentically happy, open, effervescent, sparkly, light source space. You came from that before you incarnated in this lifetime, and you're going to go back to that after your body physically expires, whenever your time to move on comes. So why not remember that about yourselves and try and emulate that and be that there now? We have told you for years that walking around in those physical shells called bodies, in that physical earth plane that is like pea soup, is very hard. You all struggle so much physically, mentally, emotionally, psychologically. There is so much strife, there is so much suffering, there is so much pain, there is so much sorrow, there is so much anger and trauma and dysfunctionality, because it is easy to feel the weight of that. It is easy to walk in that and say, oh my God, it's right here. It feels like quicksand. Ugh, I can't move forward any faster. I am trudging through this. And to focus on the trudging, and to focus on the working, and to focus on the hardship. Because it's so heavy and visceral, you can almost tangibly experience it in your lifetimes. And yet the lightness, the bubbliness, the effervescence that we now have helped you embody, that we now have clarified for you and brought into your frequency, that is in the background for most of you. That's like an unseen undercurrent of essence remembering. I was that. I will return to that. Let me struggle in between. You don't have to struggle in between. You can cultivate your joy. You can cultivate your happiness. You can cultivate your peacefulness. You can cultivate your centeredness. You can cultivate your loving kindness. All of it for self first, so that you can then expand it out around you to those that you come in contact with. Whether you're in relationships with them, or you're passing them on the sidewalk and it's just unconsciously off-gassing from you. You know the people that we're talking about. You've come across light in your life. You know the lights. They're always joyful. They're always happy. They're always working towards the best of their abilities. They're always moving forward no matter what is going on in their lives. They're always moving through things, even the hard things, even the traumatic things, even the strife-filled things. And they're looking for solutions. They're looking for ways out. They're looking for support networks. They're looking to make inroads and changes to those pathways. They're always looking for the best. They're always looking for the light. They're always looking for the positivity, because they recognize, some of them consciously and some of them unconsciously, you got enough hardship there on that earth plane being humans. Life is hard. Why not celebrate the joy and cultivate the joy and look for the joy and be the party? You know you need a party. You know you need a party. Be the party. And guess what? When you start to vibrate from that frequency of loving kindness and happiness and joyfulness and purification and clarity and all that goodness, you start to attract that. You start to bring that into your arena. You start to cultivate that frequency. You send it out around you and it gets echoed back to you. Other people become happy. Other people become joyful. Other people become kinder. Other people become more conscious. And they come back into harmony with you. Some of them unconsciously fall into that pattern with you, and then some of them start to see you in the world and they go, oh hey, there's a light, let me go be friends with them, let me go be their co-worker and colleague, let me go sit next to them on the bus, let me go talk to them in the grocery store line, let me chat with them. That was a friendly conversation with that stranger for 5 minutes talking about the weather and pleasantries. They were cool, they were light. You see what we're saying here? So, dear ones, we want to come out today in this very specific way to remind you to always cultivate your happiness, always cultivate your positivity, always cultivate your joyfulness. And if you need help in the in-between times, because we come and we talk to you regularly through this voice box of this woman, she has set it up so nicely, we come monthly to you. But in the in-between times, do your work, do your homework, do your practice, do your cleansing and your clearing of your thought forms and your heart forms and your physical forms. Eat your nourishing food. Do your movement in curated ways. Purify your mind with prayer and mantra and meditative and yogic and emptying experiences. Do all your things in all your ways that you all do. Go see your practitioners that can support you in shifting. Go do your therapies that can help you move along your continuums. We don't actually recommend that you take any ingestibles that will alter the brain chemistry of your minds to get you there, because those are temporary outside fixes. And yes, they can be cool for some of you. And yes, you can have altered consciousness awarenesses. But to cultivate an authentic drumbeat of soul source, where you're generating your power from the inside and you cultivate your own engine running in your lives long term, we suggest that you start to work on yourself from the inside out. There's no right or wrong way to do it. You all have your ways. Being here now, listening to these words in this way is one of them. We are not the end-all be-all. We tell you this all the time too. We are but one of many resources in your lives. Do not hang on our every word. Do not take us as the word of source. We do come from source and we are a word, but we are not the ultimate word. You also have other inspiring places where you cultivate your frequencies and your connections and your routines. Do them all, always, every day, all the time. But we're tired, but there's no time, but the work is demanding, but the kids need me, but I'm so exhausted. Yep, you're right, you are. Welcome to life. If you don't start to change your frequency, if you don't start to make yourself a priority, if you don't decide, I'm going to get up an extra 15 minutes early and I'm going to do some stretching, or at the end of the day, after I've put the kids to bed and after I've cleaned the kitchen, I'm going to go and I'm going to sit in meditation and my mind is going to run and I'm going to think of the to-do list and the grapes and the groans and the muscle structure that I don't feel comfortable with sitting on my mat with my legs crossed under me, but I'm going to do it anyway. And guess what? If you do it every day, little bit by little bit by little bit by little bit, what have you done? You've created a routine. You've created a pattern. You're growing your capacity to live in your harmony and your greatness and your fullness. And pretty soon, you'll notice, a month has gone by. 6 weeks have gone by. 3 months have gone by. Hey, like the lady here who just posted yesterday in her social feeds, 777 runs have gone by. Look at that. You all are amazing. You all are a miracle. You all are divine sparks of joy, and we tell you that all the time too, because you forget. You forget that you are a miracle. You forget that you are grace. You forget that you are love and that you are loved by so many and that you are liked by so many and that you contribute to the world just by being alive. You matter. What you do, where you go, what you decide, how you interact with all of the people in your circles and in your tribes, it makes a difference. And we want to put a pin in it today because it's our first time speaking to you live in so long. We are championing you. We have the trumpets blaring for you. We have the marching band marching for you. We have the confetti streaming for you. It doesn't mean we haven't come and talked to you in the past. It's just been pre-recorded. But now here today, we are celebrating you live. And we are so thrilled to do so. All right, glorious, divine souls of light, effervescent. We are the Council of Light. And we wrap you in a golden blanket of light. And we hold you ever so tight, nourishing you and sustaining you until we are to come and speak with you again. Namaste, goodbye for now, and adieu. Wow. Oh my gosh. Okay, 2 things before I go into reviewing that. Number 1, I took off my shoes. And number 2, I had a hot flash. This is big time, you guys. The Council of Light are really serious. That for those of you who joined after my preamble, I see there's a lot more people in the room. I am Laura West. I channel the Council of Light. They're a group of divine beings. You just listen to their message, yada, yada. Okay. So I come to you once a month, the first Saturday of the month, 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And after each live event, I will go back into my teacher dashboard and I'll set up next month's event. So you could just bing in the next couple of days, set it up so that you can come back. For those of you who want to come back, no hard feelings. If you're like, hey, that lady was crazy, peace out. That's not for me. But you're here and you're listening, so I'm assuming it's for you. Yes, that was such a tender message, wasn't it? Does anybody feel the vibration of what they were talking about? Did anyone feel when they were cleaning and cultivating the vacuum like energy? I could see it with my mind's eye. It was like they were going in and being like, let's take this out and clean that off and comb that out and make that all disappear. That was very cool, wasn't it? Yeah. Oh, very cool. Very cool. Some of you could see it. Some of you could feel it. I know, right? It is totally amazing. So, dear ones, thank you. I have really, really loved being in this space with you. For many reasons, I was pre-recording my messages and putting them out into the world, and then come hang with me in the in-between times. Otherwise, I look forward to seeing you all back here next month in October, whatever the first Saturday is in October at 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, whoop, whoop, to get our light on. I have so much gratitude, and I love being here with you all. I feel so connected to you all. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Mwah. Many blessings, everyone. See you next time.